work with. But right now they're pretty spread out across the map, so the dart up into heaven is mainly just to try and sell a fake as crashies runs out onto site, and the two players with the spike are going to B.
Yeah, but that nano swarm made life very easy for the guard. And now as the second knife comes through for OpTic, this will tilt the head to Trent saying, okay, I've got point of contact immediately here for a 5v3. Shock dart out, low HP is Victor. But it's actually FNS in the middle of market who's able to kind of stall out the reinforcements with a kill of his own. So OpTic have given themselves space and a post plant to really work off of. FNS through the sky smoke, he could cut this in two. The guard are waiting for it, and time is crucial here, Ender.
Yeah, OpTic have to worry about this guy in their spawn. Side players coming around the flank to try and shut him down, but FNS is able to get one end damage down onto Valen. Two players boathouse to try and come away with this. Victor in a 1v2.
Valen is low. It's definitely doable, but Victor on 1 HP really has a double peek come out, and Valen will find the final elimination. But I will say that for 3v5 away, but the timing actually favors the guard. Already OpTic as they get the first blood, and now side players completely got caught off guard.
The frenzies, 3 kills just like that. Net's up in heaven, he has to get something done. He has the spike and an Ares, but he's getting swarmed with 3 players in full tree control over to OpTic.
And Jonah's completely stuck away from this play as well. He's being guarded by FNS. We'll hear a lot of these sound cues. You don't expect him to win this battle, but even still with 7 HP in the frenzy, it's OpTic who come out on top with just... Here we go, flashing on forward. Actually, I would say backwards. The side player backs up into B main, looking to take a couple of members off guard, but only finds one. They'll command through with the lockdown. Trent trusting this sheriff to be held onto. And well, spam from Jonah P actually allows them another elimination, so it's taxing, but OpTic get on. 3v4 situation, Plant will be allowed to come through.
Victor has this one flash to work with. It needs to be high value swinging off of this as the shock darts look to get a little bit of chip damage down. They clear out B main with that dart. And now guard can go for the side retake.
Oh, but FNS taking the first step. Takes care of Net, has an opportunity maybe to isolate more, but Valen gets the trade. 2v2 we go. Health good for the defense, but positioning definitely in favor of OpTic. That's it. Valen comes down the staircase, lines up both for headshots, and the guard will
come down very quickly. OpTic are onto the site.
Paranoia comes through, locks out the Aldrone completely. OpTic are in, but only barely. And in fact, how about Valen coming through with another transfer? Jonah from the side door at Tree is able to help involved, and it's just down to crashies. What looked like it was going to be just a full commit for OpTic gets once again stalled by the solo
team is working in through Tree.
Oh, and yeah, this cutting of noise essentially guarantees that you're going to have an odd man number situation in favor of this hit towards A. They do take down Ye, so the isolation is good, but it will lead to an OpTic plant. Just comes down to what do you want to do with the post plant here, especially considering that you're still without any of those really crucial ultimates to try to lock this down.
Yeah, Saya player has the knives to try and retake with some clever updrafts, and you'll notice FNS's positioning. His position is the one that breaks the round for guard. They have to clear sight and worry about that late flank, but Valen ulting all the way back into A main. I love this play in the blind to set up the retake.
But Victor still holds his ground nicely, and in the combination of the other 2 defenders of this post plant, it's OpTic who cleanly take the 3v. Aldrum this time used to try to get into B main, and they will find one. And as the only defender of the guard mid-map was Saya player, that trade will allow OpTic to flood forward in towards B, leaving Trent and Valen by their lonesomes. Flashes come through, plus also no command. And how about Trent and Valen? They're holding so darn well. 3 kills all by way of Sheriff, and all of a sudden it's just down to crashes for a 1v3. Tallies the first. Has Trent also isolated, but Trent will win the gun fully in towards A. Following up behind, that's going to be Ye. And as the 0 point suppresses, it actually gives an opportunity for Ye to isolate a couple of kills. And actually forces Valen a bit out of position. So 2 for 1 the exchange. Spike making its way on, but Net somehow through Sky Smokes finds the last couple of shots to connect, to at least find the trade. Saya player thinking about challenging this early as the attacking lockdown's in play. 4 seconds before it gets activated, and the guard are going to back up to respect it.
Yeah, the shock darts weren't good there from Trent. I think only one ended up hitting the lockdown and unable to destroy it. FNS has been taken a little bit down in damage, but has to fall back onto site. This is not an easy play. They are both stuck on site.
Yeah, at least he's able to find a Spectre for crashies. FNS underneath, good shock dart comes through. FNS turns that into double. 1v1 with Net around the corner, finds the timing as Net was looking to toggle for the defuse, and OpTic again.
Just a half second too late there. Ye was able to get up forward. Valen pushes past all the utility, but gets cleared by Ye's operator. Now it all comes down to Jonah P to try and lock this one down. The volleys are going to be thrown out by FNS. just to clear those normal angles, and they're ready for the smoke to drop, but JonaP's just out in the open like a madman. Yay, though, with the 3K. And now it is just a Net and Saya player to keep it alive.
Well, at least Net knows that Marv is sitting mid-map, so that's going to be one free kill. Makes this a more manageable 1v2. Lockdown at the ready for Net if he so chooses to use that. On the opposite side, Victor with 2 flashes and a fragment could potentially look to challenge just a late post-plant retake. And that seems to be the case. OpTic are completely off the site itself, looking to play this from the defensive spawn in close by logs. Tough dissection here for Net. There's the double peek, but wait. Net's able to take down the first sentry turret. Out gets the 1v1 he wants, but Victor. The battle of the sentry turrets placed through B main. FNS looking to get aggressive with this dark cover at mid is actually in a great spot to potentially deal with this. The guard have no idea, and why would you? But the right click's a bit amiss, allows an opportunity for the guard to fight back, and as they do, everyone starts to collect themselves. But Victor looking to finish off where his teammate had left off, results in still pinstripe kill feed. We go to an early 3v3 in the pistol.
Yeah, just shots downtown. Trent wiping the floor with a classic. Yay left in a 1 versus.
Forcing out the fragment early. How about Saya player just running down mid? Full send, if you will. Alarmbot will keep this, you would think, honest, but actually it's a smoke. It's covering it. So hold on a second. Crashies a little bit caught off guard, but what a response this is from Crashies. Gets 3, and then as the OpTic defenders come on in, they clean up the rest through mid-market, leaving Trent by himself, hoping for some stuff in this attempt towards A.
Yeah, there was a molly out from Marv that really split up the attack. Marv doing great work on that one, as well as it was Victor that just jumped out of the one-way smoke in tree room, and the spike has still been contained into A main. Nowhere really to go to because Crashies is posted up in mid, so they have to commit onto the site here.
Valen will work forward. Flashes will come out, and now Valen will realize the trepidation of his current situation. That defensively will not touch too much. FNS in the corner does not actually get his gun up in time, and the kills come through cleanly for the guard. So there will be a spike plant. 2v3. Ye's already used all of his blades, maybe save 1. So he's going to largely either use this operator to great success or find a weapon off the ground. At the moment, he's trusted the operator as he limits himself inside of a sky smoke. Marv looking for some information. Still also has an incendiary to use. As the peek comes out, how have you hit that, Ye? First one falls. Valen, has he given himself up in the back? Sure seems that way. There's the incendiary down. Ye sees the cape, takes down a second. One more knife to play with. Now to the classic, doesn't matter. Marv there for the assist, and a 2v3 retake good for OpTic.
What did Edna tell us 20 years ago? The Molotov's trying to delay this hit as long as he can because the operator is rotating back through heaven. He's done his job. Ye is now here to fight back, but Trent comes up with 2.
One FNS quickly on the flank. Takes down 1 before the doors close. And okay, that was bold, Ye. Door gets broken. Crashies gets the Aldrone through, and oh my goodness, Net thought he had a free pick. Did not expect FNS to be there. Valen, the last one left on the site. Not even able to get the spike planted, and OpTic will go to map.
The close corner, they're going to use that C4. Push Trent off the angle and get the damage down. You don't expect it. Marv gets the kill.
Trent didn't even back up fully. He kind of had his left leg chewed off by the fragment. And still looking to find a way to respond. Dangerous prospects loom. And as he tries to back away, he just barely gets around the corner. And meanwhile, because both A defenders were so worried about what was going on over through Catwalk, the rest of the guards sneak on.
Where's the Salt going shift?
That's what I'm wondering too. I was kind of baiting it out. Where do we want to use this to clear? Will it be sent over into hell?
It's hell.
Sure will be. Oh boy. Valen in trouble. Marv able to find 1, flushing him out. Net also being pushed back. Advantage heavily to OpTic off the numbers. Net waiting for an opportunity maybe to use this, but no. Ye sticking. Crashies there to bodyguard, and with that, OpTic will take map 1 under. What an unbelievable first spawn. So Ye is by himself, and I think he's aware of this. Sneaking forward, trying to put himself in an untradeable position. Finds 1, but not the second. The guard get possession of the A site.
Enough for the communication that the rotation can happen from B, the 1-2 split pinch here. It's like they're going to take their time. Might just drop the wall as FNF and Crashies come in here. Give themselves a better view on the angles once they're in position. This is tight, but JonaP and Trent could pull this off. We've seen it before.
Yeah, they have to hit this opening gunfight no matter where it comes from, because this full post plant set up towards the offensive spawn is completely neutralized. Now the recon comes through. That'll, of course, open up a lot of space. Up, though, on top of the ropes. Trent deals with the first, gets a little bit of damage over to FNS, but the problem was there were too many numbers, including, most importantly, marved in the flank. OpTic takes the pick.
Quite a few ticked on that 0.2 we just saw come from that kitchen area. Trades back and forth, and it's a slaughter already.
Oh, what a shot from Saya, player on the corner. Marv backpedaling. Could not respond. That's going to lead to a quick plant. And for the side of OpTic, FNS and Victor choosing to play this one a bit split. Victor playing off the flank. FNS looking to open up space through mid, but for the guard, it's a full stack in and around yellow. And yeah, the trademark will give away the spot. The flash peek coming through. Not going to get gifted anything here. And now it kind of, the baton passes over to FNS. Will now have to try to open up space for his teammate to work with. And, well, he walks right into Saya, player waiting for him. Just down to Victor. 1v4. And, well, the gamble stack a point to confirm information. And OpTic, who do have a lot of presence through middle, none of it is up towards kitchen. And Net will take a double as the guard completely win this opening battle. And then even further that point, as Crashies can only do so much. The knives out, though, will miss. And Crashies will fight this back to a 2v2 somehow.
Oh, my word. And a big investment here by guard on this round to continue to push OpTic off of this gun round back into an eco. And OpTic say no. One last,
so
Trent's
good.
alive.
So good from Crashies and Marv. Dart comes out, opportunity for Trent. Finds the timing off of that, turns this to a 1v1. Does he expect the quick reach out from Marv, though? No.
Ooh, already to Snowman. Jonah P with the quick move. Hunter's Fury went towards A, so they've committed a lot, hoping to pull the members of OpTic over. And they lost a really big key point of the player in Jonah P with that first kill.
Using from the shadows, trying to cut off the defensive rotations, and oh boy, goes from bad to worse. Victor just ADS bursting down the guard. Valen, good luck. That gets instantly taken away, and OpTic a massive advantage, as even behind that, they also take down Net, leaving 0 ground for the guard to work with.
And I kind of said that about them when they played the guard the first time. I was like, this is very pre-OpTic with Caboose on the squad, blast hacking forward, doing everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a form of style that they've played before, but not this core of the team. And the way that they can adapt, a lot of feet.
So Victor will fall. FNS taking care of the first blood once again on the second engagement, turns around to clear out yellow. And how about FNS? The double coming through, 20 seconds on the clock, but the guard have gotten clearance to get a plan.
Ooh, bait and res.
They don't get Victor.
2v1.
Oh boy. Danger now. Trent in the background, 0 pointed. Does still slip away.
Pretty healthy.
Somehow, some way. Here's the plant toggle from Victor. 1v1 takes the first. The Victor hops off to secure the kill. It's actually seen FNS, though. How big could that possibly be? Paranoia comes through. Flash over the top, though, allows an opportunity for FNS to fight back. Committed to this is Marv. And that's his danger. He's, again, finds himself backpedaling. Nothing to done there. And it leaves Ye kind of waiting for help from Crashies. Hunter's Fury is going to get called in on this. And as the toxic screen goes down, so will Trent. And Crashies follows with another. This will be a 2v4 retake.
That's perfect headhunter tags. He knows it. He's telling them the comms are there.
Oh, boy. From bad to worse again. The guard down to Jonah. And oh, my goodness. The pistols. Trent actually catching FNS a bit off guard. Playing aggressively was FNS over through A, and the same thing he said here about Ye. So now Victor has to respond, and as he does, oh my goodness, the help is absolutely immaculate. Even the flash to kind of ice the cake for Victor. It's just down to Trent, and how about this read? Also knows that Trent was nearby, but as he sustains himself through the flash, the spike will be collected, and we elongate this 1v1. Spike down. Trent trying to back away. Point of contact is made. Okay, good save there from the... That'll allow him a chance to get the Viper's Pit down safely. OpTic looking to challenge it quickly, but Trent guarding. Turns that into his 3rd straight elimination. They know Victor's playing nearby, and it's going to be the Sheriff from Trent. It's been good for him this far. Sees the barrel, takes that to the 4th. 1 away from getting the ace. Has a beat on Marv, tracking it down, chasing it down, and, well, respect will be given. No need to get frisky with this, just confirm the round.
Something that was pretty awesome there from Trent, besides his kills, was even within the smoke, through the X-ray, you could see his Sheriff.
They're going to do nothing. So OpTic splitting their defense up just a touch. The problem here, though, is this toxic screen. And as it falls, the guard tally up 2, leaving Marv by himself. And Trent watches the flank so avidly. A 6-6 half. What a correction from the Garden. And nobody from OpTic is turned to even respond to this. So the first opening shots will connect. Now, well, the ruse up. It's all up to OpTic. Can they hold their ground? And, well, we're getting our answer very quickly to the question. Unless Crashies could do something literally Herculean, which don't put it past them. You would think that the Guard have the full strum they want, and there it is.
What a round. And I'm pretty sure OpTic as well, with the trademark mid, continue to think to themselves, well, we have Vic.
Play. FNS through different trademarks in the backside. Nat try to sneak forward, catches a bit of timing, and rendezvous back safely. The snake bite also confirming the kill in FNS, puts OpTic in a very bad spot.
Oh, too many cooks on the right side of yellow for that one. I think as they went in, the spike started going down.
Then later, and there's really no vacancy here whatsoever. Marv will help open things up, but it's the headhunter for Net, and it's the headhunter! It's the headhunter for sure! A double for Net, followed up by Valen, leaving Marv into 1v3. Doable, still very healthy. What is about to be pinched, and may have just heard a couple of footsteps from Valen on the back. Self-snake bites, that's gonna isolate. Hold on a second, Marv potentially the 1v1. Gets the reload off. No spike in hand. Keep that in the back of our mind. 30 seconds to play. And Marv is coming across the ropes. Sees Valen. Wallbang. Able to find at least a little bit of damage. Valen has kept his high ground position. That will eventually win him the final 1v1. Bonus good for the Guard. How do you break this if you're the Guard? You still have members around the outside setting up a bit of a perimeter on this site. And as Victor takes down two, now the Guard all of a sudden have to force their way forward with essentially 2 ops. And okay, wait a second, that might be good enough. 3 kills come through quickly, make it the 4th, Net for 3, but Crashies is in an off-angle position. Finds the first, no problem. Recon bolt still being held to make sure that there is nobody on towards the defuse, but it doesn't fully reveal. Trent's gonna get this stuck, but it's not gonna make a difference. The timing good for backside will keep them safe from any flanks. Saya, do you peek this? Maybe they will now after the Hunter's Fury comes through, and it will tally up the kill on the Yay. That's a lot of the kill potential off the table. But OpTic still surviving with 3 members, got the plant that they wanted, and now it's down to, can you find a way to hold this against the retake of the Guard, which all of it is coming from the front or through mid-tube. Slow orb is placed. That'll actually deny a number of members from getting on quickly. Valen tries to get forward. Shock darts come through, and, well, sidesteps finesse. And that will be the end of any post-plant. Such a quick push through. Now you've got a lot of problems for the Guard here. Although, a pretty solid effort as Valen takes down 1 around the site, putting a lot of tension into Ye. Needed to hit shots, but of course he's good for it, and that's big. Marv keeping the flank safe. An important elimination forward. As now we go to a 2v2, but this post-plant setup for Victor. Do they know he's back here? They may, but it's only a 1-for-1 trade. Marv now has to come back quickly. Still has 2 snake bites to play with, but not in a great spot to use them to actually execute.
I don't think he knows, does he?
Well, he's gambling. I was about to say that Valen is not holding on, and he gets rewarded for that, by the way. So now it's advantage back to OpTic. Maybe. Although, Saya player actually eludes 1, so he gets the angle. Trent able to kind of put some pinch pressure on, and it forces Ye to have to make a play. Rendezvous back. Saya player, though, for the double. Trent off the defuse, and Marv's flank gets denied. Chaos all across, but it's Saya player that has the last word everywhere. Away from Hunter's Fury if he could stay alive. Just barely eludes it. Victor on the ropes. Scouted. Denied. And how about it? The Guard clean here in round 22. Leaving it to Marved and Crashies to figure out how do you work this 2v5.
Whew. They are going quick. I'm still reeling from last round, honestly. Shit, I need to fast forward my brain here. A little lag brain. Okay, we're good. 1 minute left on this, and yeah, no real push this time. Guard kind of take a little backseat to this round after they get a few good frags forward to that long and A. And it's just not going to be OpTic being able to penetrate the defenses here towards the last few rounds. Guard look to be able, with one last one, seal the deal for map 2.
Oh, Marved uses the Viper's Pit to elude it. Oh my goodness, he nearly got full ice. Tate back in with that 3-man stack through elbow. They're going to have to give away this plant and really fight for ground here. Not a lot to work with. But as Jonah's able to tally up one elimination, maybe there's a chance to open up the back of the site, and that indeed does start to unfold. Screen goes up once again. Victor misses an opportunity on the first, dashing away a Saya player. All three guard members still holding their lives, but only for a small time maybe. Health pools are low. FNS now for the 1v3. Tallies the first cleanly. More shots coming out. Recon bolt just a delay. But no one's on the defuse, but it is enough to allow him to peek, and the guard retake comes through successfully.
Try to get that.
Off the barriers, lots of focus once again over to mid map. Same elbow push coming through, same Trailblazer also in the mix, but it's the guard who are able to tally a first blood. Valen holding forward, and that is greedy.
Wait a minute.
Why not though? 3 kills for Valen with the Spectre, even wants the 4th. But FNS will eventually punish. I hesitate to use the word though, because OpTic are completely caught in tatters. And Jonah's timing perfect, leaving FNS for 1v3.
It looks like the guard do not want to figure out what OpTic's doing. They're saying we are going to put our foot down on every round. OpTic will have to react to the guard's play. And I think, again, that's where...
Well, the creativity from the guard enabled by not just the Viper's Pit, but also the Tour and Saya holding the op mid. All of it leading to success. Not even in conglomeration with one another, just individually. Yay, feeling feisty. Denied by Saya player as the second kill comes through. And OpTic are getting absolutely manhandled on this map.
And it seemed like, you know, Shift, to talk about this, it kind of seemed like that opening pick was the fire. It's pretty easy to see where somebody might be. It might be close, but I don't think he was ready for that close shift. Oh, my.
It's if the guard are saying, if you don't want to take case, we will. Valen flashed beyond recognition, though. Forces OpTic's play through the doors. Null command comes out. Seeker's already mixed, but still no one clears off caves. That's the spike carry of crashies down. Sure, of course, Jonah will kneel for a moment, but you know exactly where OpTic are coming from. The reveal comes out. Saya player getting the information. Trust the knives, and why wouldn't ya? Victor, last one left, stuck behind logs. Nothing. Still inches forward, waiting for a peek. Flash comes out. Tries to time the shot and hits it correctly. Yay, shut down. There's a Vandal waiting just in case Net needs that to help defend with Jonah. And even though OpTic are pushing forward, Jonah's still got a lot of utility to work with. Although the Recon Bolt will reveal him. That'll allow an opportunity for Marv to find 1 kill, then crashes to follow up off the Hunter's Fury. Counter coming out at a Trent. That'll stop the spike from being planted. And even though OpTic are on, they're not safely able to get a plant off.
You just see what OpTic has to put up with, right? They had a perfect flash, a perfect peak after that flash. They waited for the util. Net still hits the shot. Like, you can't do much more. Victor's gonna try, though, coming back with the tour de force here. A 2v2 for OpTic to possibly put a round on the board for them.
I beg your pardon. I didn't realize the spike had gotten fully planted. It looked like it was taken off at the last second, but this spike is down and ready to go. OpTic trying to hold the post plant 2v2. Sai moving quickly, shorty in hand, able to catch out one.
Victor.
Now it's the 1v1. Drum peeks it, but OpTic are just happy to hold ground for the moment. Even Aldrone to re-clear, but that's the problem. You have to clear still so much space. And Net's timing is also exquisite. 2 good kills for the guard. Barrel seen. How about a 3rd?
Oh my gosh. It's like lay out the beach chairs. They're getting taken down when they buy gun shift. Oh, Valen pushing up as the Saya player is just so patient with these situations. Shift, oh my word.
Even off the tag, still retrains the focus to get the kill. And now the focus from the front, too good. This is on his lonesome, no help anywhere, but these Seekers actually made a system to at least reveal that there are players nearby, and as he turns, he's good for a first. Marv able to keep things interesting with a 2v2 at hand and a spike, but they're not actually confidently going to plant at B. They want to rewrap this all the way back over towards the A site, and if the guard get a read on this, they may actually beat him to the site.
Slowly. Oh, nice job by Victor here. Playing that cat and mouse. Marv's already? No way.
Yep, this is exactly the 3rd person cam we need. That is a risky play with the spike to try to recut mid. So now Victor with the op, 1v2, 20 seconds. The guard knows the spike is down. Quick shot comes through. Back over to the headhunter, nothing.
A 10-2. Just a little bit.
What point does FNS try to move forward? He says now, has a 1v1 with the blades and takes the double. That may just secure the round, but Jonah's still in a position after getting the suppression out, that he may still work forward with an opportunity to isolate here. Sees the shoulder of one, but he loses track of where Ye had gone to, and will finish the half with OpTic taking 2 on the attention on what he wants to watch from this position, because his defenders are forward, including FNS. Toxic Stream goes down. Blessed is the timing. Can he find the kills? Good help from Ye, but Trent is able to respond. Ye weakened up, also does call, so it's a 2v2 engagement on the site, and this position through halls still favorable for the guard, including the read in the last 2 as the spike will get planted.
Either heard them or saw them both. The call is there. The jump down from Victor. Shift possibility in the 2v2 for OpTic to start off on a good foot.
But what do they have to clear? The last guiding light's already been spent. Trent holding on the pyramids over the top of the logs. Shots are windy, but a Saya player clears off the back. It allows numbers to the post point. Recon bolt out. Marv looking for a timing to punish, but cannot.
Confidence in taking fights. Guard seems to be reeling right now as they go for another A hit. FNS is trying to answer the sheriff.
Ain't quite not gonna land though. Side player forward. Sure, why not? Easy double. Valorant on the plant. Viper's Pit already a part of the equation. How do you clear this if you're OpTic? I think the rhetorical response of everyone at large is you don't. That seems to largely be the case. Marv looking for heroics. None will be found. 13-2. Trying to find more value out of Saya player who really was a non-factor. So, DB, I will give you a bit of a prediction. I think the guard very well may put it away here just by their adjustments. That said, this round, opening first blood looks good, but the pressure is starting to amount as they enter over in towards A. Crashies up top. It's the day 1 check, but no one's checking it. And Crashies will use that for a double. Site access gain, but a 1v3 required for Valorant.
A little bit of missed time mistake we saw in the beginning of the round as the smoke cleared for Jonah P. Valen finds 3 around the corner, and Victor does himself for this pistol round. I like the pressure across the map to kind of pepper the situation, but OpTic is so ready.
Like, oof. You're going to tell me you're going to get fully suppressed and then dry peek a 3-stack into a crossfire. Don't love that. Valen revealed by his barrel. Last one left would be Net, and he is just nowhere near a spike, so...
Yes, it's a kill coming in from Net. Oh, and that's not going to be it.
No, just so much... I mean, the fast lane just creates so much doubt for the guard as they come forward, and they try to just take with numbers, and they do get high ground control, but they've lost B main. Marved is playing forward. That's a spike down. Oh, man. To make matters worse, Jonah P and Saya player are completely caught by the 0 point, so it's just... Not the adjustments that we wanted to see, although surely not. Good. It's information on Victor. It's to be a 1v5 if he were to pull this off. Toggles the rope. This will cause OpTic to start rotating over, but as he drops down, FNS, flash, that peak will get all the information they need, but Jonah still good? Surely not. Oh, very heavily. Nova Pulse, and this is a great overhead view of it. Counter flash from Jonah does not allow a chance to stop the initial play forward. And now high ground control. Marved further making this difficult for the guard, trying to create space on the clock. Valen last one left, 1v3. I don't believe he's done enough. It'll be close. I don't think he's done enough.
Team Ace.
Ooh. Oh boy. And now, how about this? First look we've seen from OpTic to take away convincing control of A main. Fault line flashes 3 members deep is this play. And Crashies is still holding on to a flash in case they want to go further. But as the fight comes to them, even exchange, that's actually not bad at all from the guard's point of view.
That should be a 1 and done. Oh my, FNS coming up with some frags right now. The 3v3 stopper into the site connects with Crashies as it forces him off the screen. And now it's going to be OpTic. Puts himself, out on a limb.
Oh, Net just drops. Who fell onto his forehead.
Yes.
But the spike does get delayed. Marv still the potential to try to clean this up, but it's a stack side by side for the guard, and a thrifty round is the...
He heard that. Doesn't have time to switch up. Oh, you're kidding me, So much info grab.
Fault line from across the map from FNS to keep him safe? Sure looked that way.
Yeah. It has been used. There's this synergy right now of knowing when each other need help, how to play that situation. The instant charge and use of the fault line just... OpTic. Well, okay, Saya shuts me up for a moment as in meeting Crow. Talking about OpTic. Guard now take out a few for themselves for the 2v2.
This would be huge for the guard. And you've got a setup here to where you hope that Valen can just delay for as long as humanly possible. Let Jonah just be essentially clutch win condition. Knife out. Rolling Thunder through. That will call Jonah to move a little bit quicker to help out his teammate. As his position's revealed, it's a 1-for-1 exchange. FNS down low. Does not get the flash off. Jonah steps over the top. Actually, part of it is an aftershock to flush. Flash, concussed. Still holds his ground for a touch. Gets a read on the player from behind. Is able to deny the teleport of Valen to get into the site. And as OpTic regain control of high ground, now it's down to the guard to try to set something up here around the low. And boy, I'll tell you, this Cosmic Divide is making life very difficult as OpTic continue to pick apart this guard setup.
Slow peeks, yay, still with the operator is so terrifying. Spike's going down, it's in a defensive position, and they're yanked off real quick by Marv, still throwing that Astra in there. OpTic love the potential, and it delays enough for both frag.
They have Guiding Light, but OpTic is ready for this hit. They've got two members topside A. Ramp Splash comes out, opening a trade. Fast lane creating a bit of space, but not enough. Saya player taking that will also turn the judge into a rifle as it's the guard on the high ground today.
Yeah. Just the advantageous play. Judge, blast pack, ramp. Somebody's close. Bye-bye. Lay down the verdict. Guard doing a little bit more now in A.
That should be the round, really. I say should very selectively, though, Riv.
Yep.
Yep. Fault line through. This time, though, the guard are going to counter by just spamming through it. Fault line was also a part of the picture, even exchange, as the spike makes its way on, and Victor just takes away so much control, even pushing all the way in towards screens. Alleviates the zone, though, allowing an opportunity for the guard to freely walk forward, but as they do, it's Ye who meets them, and a numbers advantage for OpTic as they look for their 10th round.
That is the fortunate for OpTic, unfortunate for guard. Obviously, that's the guiding light that they were going to use to get into the site. Now OpTic can just kind of hold hard angles and not really have to worry about losing their eyesight. Here comes the plant down. Well garrisoned inside that A. The flank from the guard. Let's see what they can do here. Classic and Headhunter ready.
And the guard should know that the post plant is all on the site here. They're even letting Net search to see if anyone's lingering towards sewers. So now they for sure know. Boombot's still in hand for side player, but decides just to go blindly. And as the fault line has been reached, you would think that would mean significant control over to the A defense, but still pushing forward is OpTic, and as Trent gets an opportunity to follow up, he largely misses on it. It's a solo peek from Net that turns into a 1v1, and as the kill feed goes pinstripe, it'll leave crashies left by his lonesome. But he's got some sound cues, and he's got the ability to elude this by the fault line, followed up by dissection from Marv. There it is.
Oof.
Here comes the take forward. Paint shells comes through to delay for at least a little bit, but Victor still clears the ground. Aftershock clearing off where the plant would likely be.
What a good
the
hide.
Side player's still on. Hold on a second. Side player is still here, and the guard are going to be able to find the way to out-trade this. Last player left is Ye. He gets caught. That is a brilliant adjustment from the guard. Divide will be spent first for OpTic, trying to reinforce the post plant setup. But as crashies taken away, there's the showstopper in combination with the Rolling Thunder. Side player uses that for one, but the fight back from OpTic is still good. FNS concussed beyond recognition on the site, avoids the flash for a second, but it's Jodo who gets the double. Marved, last one standing up top.
Waiting.
Tries to wait for as long as possible. Valen sticking for at least half. Dark covers littering this. Valen still holding, and there's not enough ammunition. The guard successfully retake. First one tested, likely. Oh no. Overdrive's also out here. Yeah, sure does. But still, the thing about this is not a pinch that's coming through successfully. Jonas tries to sidestep to the dark cover, but the kills come through, and OpTic, once again in thrifty rounds, show you how good they are. Still a 3v1. Valen, last one left. Not a lot of tools to retake this B side either.
Isn't it absurd, Shift, how they can continue to do this on the thrifty rounds? Just run around, clap some hands together, throw some change, confuse them, take their guns, and take the round all together.
That B have to take garage control. And what a call it is! Valen for two, just a double peek, and that actually puts a significant amount of control in favor of the guard. The spike's down here in garage. You have to retake this.
Out of the pinch. Answered. 2v2 now.
Still, though, that is not bad at all for the guard. Good awareness, good heads-up play. gives you a chance. And look at the long lurk from Net. He's going to be in a spot to make sure there's no rotation, but the problem is Trent gets caught off guard in the opposite angle through dirt. Spike planted. Net gives up the operator in favor of a rifle. This would be a 1v2. OpTic's post plant starting to get set up through the high ground. Marv would be probably win condition here, as crashies will be closest to checking as soon as Net decides to toggle. He's gotten full clarity of what's on the site itself. Can he isolate? The answer is no. OpTics.
And you know what I love too is the fact that we kind of divvy up. Oh, never mind. We'll love it later.
Oh my, that is bold and brazen from Victor. Nearly pans out for the double, but it goes 1 for 1 in the end. You also got to keep in mind that on the opposite side of the map, Net has denied the ability for a quick C-long rotation with safety of the rendezvous to get him over towards garage. And as he reaches this, Trailblazer comes out, but Ye still hits the headshot. And now vacancy for OpTic to get on site.
Insta in, checking util on both sides. The retake there isn't really a blinder flash. It's just the shots in the guard try.
Because they're actually kind of support this. A lot of show of force. This is all just trying to get Saya player this orb, but it's a greedy play, and they don't expect maybe the rifles to come out.
Oh dear.
Marved able to punish one. Saya player stuck behind the stack. And now as Victor reveals his position through sewer, it's a perfect breakdown of this A site for OpTic.
That was an OpTic on a drilled round. We'll talk about it here as Net goes for the retake, but
Said just denies the Trailblazer, backs out. Victor revealed by trademark. Net's in a position to maybe follow up off of this depending on his timing. Rolling Thunder offensively to clear the site, but no one was on. So for the guard, you're still in an okay spot. Aftershock is going to completely flesh out where Net was positioned, and the spike will get down simultaneously. The retake, though, quick to come, and very rapidly at that. First blood coming through. Trent gets the second. And as OpTic trying to set up a post plant deep, they're not really allowed to. Ye's the last one left, and it's a quick contest from the guard to get on quick.
system from C to mid.
This is red, though. Seekers are going to come through to help enforce this. But the counter flash, so good from crashies. As Ye takes down one more, numbers start to amass for OpTic, but this post plant is still being broken down. It's Net this time. Through garage, they're able to allow Valen onto site. And as he toggles for the defuse, Ye doesn't have an angle at this. Hold on. Crashes has to use the Seekers. It's not going to find any value. But Jonah cannot salvage himself on the site.
The right site, but can they perform it? The execution's going to be so much harder than talking about it, and it looks like they're pushed out due to the pressure.
Saya good for one, but denied. Valen looking to challenge though quickly. Able to collect a trade, but that's about it. In Trent's position at window, I believe they may have heard the step down. A lot of focus towards the back. Rolling Thunder still going to be committed. Can the guard follow up off of this? And well, they may not need to. Well, hold on a second. Marved gets caught in the teleport. Crashies trying to save the day, but how about the time? Becoming a bit of a problem here. The Trailblazer will hit, but even still, Ye gets the kill and sticks through the plant. 1v1. Him and Net, but he loses track of Net from behind. Net's going to get the kill with the tour and the guard. Hold on towards the C side, if only just barely. Aggressively towards B.
It's almost like a split mid round there from attack side. You had Ye up mid and the team going one side, but they switch it up. All the numbers now going towards A, and Ye always able to get the better of his opponent, especially if they're making noise on the side of the map. Seemed to have the upper hand there.
We'll talk about Marv baiting out the rotation because he uses the Shrouded Step in the first place. But still, defensive members are here. Doesn't really dissuade crashies from getting in. Ye in the mix, flashed up, and it's Valen who comes out of the dark cover perfectly. 3 out of the last 4 for the guard.
The setup, or what they want, rather. Saya player now with the operator shift. What a stun, that fault line.
Oh boy, that 1v1 is the story, isn't it? How do you have a response for Ye? Saya player says, I'll just deal with him myself. Although, Victor quickly flashed up. Even exchange. OpTic not done yet, though. Trailblazer Aftershock, and still 3 members running on in. But defensively, the number is still in favor of the guard as they continue to try to challenge to make sure there is no post-plant setup. But as they commit, once again, it's FNS to knock down the pieces, leaving Jonah by himself. Too many angles to watch all at once, and OpTic, another quick hit, leads to success as they go to 6.
It gets hit by that.
Counter
Now they're
flash
going
through.
to flash.
The guard, though, ready for this. Saya player collects the double. Good efficiency coming through, as this time it's not just the fault line, which has been ceremonious in nature, but it's all 4 members for the guard pushing through, and OpTic get caught off guard.
Light, we just saw on the minimap, might not have hit a long, but OpTic tried to figure out what was long. Good kill by Net. That's very scary.
He doesn't get out with the tail end whatsoever. Side player's done for. He needed to maybe find one. No way he could get out. And now, once again, the guard do not want to let a plant come through. Jonah quickly setting up a flashpoint. Crashies holding tightly, though. It's going to be the double from Crashies. Trent for a 1v3. Seekers are already out. Ye's watching the most challenged angle based on that orientation. And how about it?
I'm sure that doesn't include this one if that isn't calculated, but that's disgusting to see. Looks like C is going to be the try here for OpTic to start things off. Oh, sorry for the guard.
Nobody knows about FNS in the corner. Dude.
All good. All good.
Oh, you almost really have to win this through the guard, and they're going to try to run right back into marved again, but he does get caught off. Crashies, counter flash, still maintains control of garage, wants more than that, and steps into a double. Lots of damage also confirmed, makes the job much easier for Ye. Only thing that could be a problem is Jonah through C long, but Ye will reposition, isolate the target, but the kills come through simultaneously, and now it's down to FNS, and as he deletes the trademark, he's got the ability to try to flex onto sight. Still 2 flashes left, decides to go in completely dryly, and how about the guard recover? Garage.
Ooh, zooming on through. Again, just pace and speed.
Oh, OpTic, I was about to say, OpTic looked like they want to try to challenge this, but there's not really the ability for them to move forward, and the guard put him in a blender in the back row. Saya player for 4 out of 5. This time for OpTic through mid-map with numbers, mind you, could maybe open up the doors, but nah, Valen, not interested. Come back during business hours. They pulled the knives as part of the equation. Rolling Thunder also now in the mix. Actually, they will be countered, one another, just dueling Rolling Thunders across the C site. And as the fight now takes place over the tunnel, it's Jonah and Trent for the double. FNS and Ye, last one's left, but as FNS actually finds one, Ye may commit forward here. Sure, they will. They have an opportunity maybe to deny the exit. You've got Side player cutting back around the backside of flank, though, and Trent just needs to keep his life. Not able to. Now it's down to Saya, misses the first couple of knives, gets the refresh, and the double from Saya brings us to a knotted up game at 9. And how about it, Riv? You want to be hit? Have one. Marved over the top. The paranoia connects, but no, Trent responds. And the spike starts to get planted. Ye in the tour. Looking for an opportunity to find one on the exit. Oh, he's good for it. One more up top, but no. Trent denies as he holds through the gong, and it's the guard on 11. This is Saya player. Information is good. Stun comes out. But Saya player gets caught. Not able to do too much with that position, but still the commitment from the guard is able to be in the mix. And how does Ye hit that shot from the back of the site? Rendezvous away, comes back into it, gets the double. Net on his lonesome, wondering, what do I do here for a 1v5? Around the corner, next point is Crashies, and OpTic's forced by pans out. They keep it tight. There are so many numbers here for the guard, but as the smoke dissipates, Crashies cues up a flash. That's not going to be enough, maybe largely, as the cloudburst will deny any further space. Seeker's also a part of the equation, but here come the guard trying to make a play through sewer. The Seeker's not going to fully commit. Net is able to stay alive, gets concussed. Crashies able to follow up, and it's a 4v2. The guard still needing to find an entry over towards A as the overgrowth will get finesse back to full health. And they're going to try to commit. Saya player, do you have it in you for a 1v4? He wants it. It's Blades. Could he possibly get through? No, it's a double stack. OpTic, stay alive, looking for overtime. Ye is caught at the moment over through Cubby, but look at the defense. OpTic is in position to try to deal with this. Maybe even potentially contest. Marved on the site's good. Ye gonna reveal himself. Still holding on to his teammates. The trade's coming back and forth, but it's OpTic with the numbers. Ye, too good from deep. El Diablo tries to rendezvous back. But is this a divine comedy for Dante's Inferno by Saya player? 1v1 with Crashies!
No,
Bang! Saya player for the double! And as the green wall crumbles, it's 5 fresh faces who now stand guard over the North American region.